Hello, so welcome back to Official Hot Boy, and in this brand new tutorial I'm going to design each login system and then registration system with HTML, CSS and Bootstrap. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to use Atom editor for this project. So I don't know whichever editor you're going to use, but you can use Atom so that you can be in the same lane with me. You understand? All right, so if you don't have Atom, simply go to Atom, search Atom, okay, on Google. So when you search Atom on Google, now you can see Atom, and then you download it and then you can use it to start. All right, so you're going to use Bootstrap, okay, Bootstrap to build this. You won't write too much CSS, you write less CSS, and then Bootstrap will do the job. I hope you understand. All right, so open a new tab and then go to this, go to the Bootstrap website, get Bootstrap. Okay, so get Bootstrap. All right, and then now make sure you have your Atom editor to be ready. So we go to File, and then you go to File, the new window. Okay, so I'm going to open a new Atom window. Okay, and then you use it for this project. So you open a new window and then we create a new folder for this project. You understand? All right, so what I'm going to do is to go into my root folder, and then I'll create a new folder here and I'll name it login system. Okay, all right, so I'm going to bring in this folder here, add folder, then I'll bring in the login system folder. Okay, all right, so this is it here. All right, so now the folder is empty right now, so let me drag this here. I'm going to use Atom Lifesaver, which will be used to live preview. So when we code, we don't want to go there and then refresh. Atom Lifesaver will just automatically refresh the page for us. So if you don't know how to use the Lifesaver, simply go to Settings, and then now you go to Settings and now go to Install. Okay, then now look for this package, Atom Live Saver. So this will come. I've already installed Lifesaver, so make sure you install it. This is it. Okay, so if you search it, then you install the Lifesaver. So with the Lifesaver, when you start building our page, you will not need to refresh the page. The Atom Lifesaver will automatically refresh the page for us. All right, so the first thing we will do is to create a file. Okay, let me minimize this editor, and then so that you can see very well. This is our browser. All right, so this is it. So now you create a new file, okay, and then the new file name is index.html, and save. So this is a new file. This is a new file you're going to use, and now the Bootstrap will be here. So we're going to use Bootstrap to build this. You understand? So what we will do is to now create our normal CSS HTML templates. So I'll go to the Bootstrap website and now I'll copy the template there, the HTML template. So go to docs, documents, and now scroll down here, scroll down, so you will see it here. Copy this. This is a template for the Bootstrap HTML template. So now you paste this here. Okay, this is it right now. Right, so we'll minimize it here, and then this is it. Alright, so I'm going to use a live server to start this, to look at the page we've built. So you go to packages, and now you go here again, click on live server. So this will open it automatically in the browser, and whenever we code, we will just click Ctrl+S to save it. Then the browser will automatically refresh the page, whatever we are building. Alright, so this is it. So you can see here. So now if I come here, then I say paragraph. Okay, say hello iframe. Now if I save, you can see here, that's how the live server works. So it works perfect. It works very perfect. Alright, so now we can move on. So now I'm going to erase all this. All right. All right, so now we can now start building our page. So we are going to create a CSS file. So if you can see, this is the Bootstrap file. Okay, we are going to create a CSS file, then we will use it to link our page. Okay, so to create a CSS file, you simply come here, then you right click, then you go to new file, then style.css, or to make it more well structured, you go to new folder and then CSS. And now you create a new file in the CSS, which is style.css. Okay, so inside this style.css, now you're going to link this file to the HTML page. Okay, so to do that, you just link, okay, and then now CSS, then style.css. That's it. So this is it. So now to make sure, let's test if our CSS is working fine. Then you say background red. So now let's see. You can see here has changed to red, so meaning now CSS is working fine. Alright, so let's get started. So what we are going to do is we are going to create the registration and then login. Okay, so to do that, we will first design the login, and then now we duplicate the file, and then we will use it to design the registration. Okay, so this is how we are going to go about it. So I'll open a div, okay, and then this div we will call a wrapper. You understand? All right, so in this wrapper, you're going to set a background image for this page, for the page. You understand? All right, so to set the background image, make sure you get the image, your image. Okay, so I have my image here. All right, so you're going to use this image to set the background. So I'm going to bring this image in the folder here. All right, this is a folder. You're going to bring this image. So this image, I'm going to put it in the folder. I want my code to be well structured, so image, and then I'll put my images here, then I'll rename it to background cover. right, so now the image is in this folder img. So now I'm going to set the image as a background picture. Okay, so to do that, I'll just say style, and then now background image. Okay, all right, so background image is URL, and then this, and then now you go into the folder which is img, and then slash this. All right, so this is it. So now you've set the image to the background. Okay, so to see that this is working, you just say height pixel. Okay, this is it. Now it's not working. Let's see what's happening. Or to make it more simpler, I'll just background. All right, so you can see the background here. Okay, all right, I don't know if I should make this big for you to see it well. Yeah, all right, so this is it. Okay, so now we'll give a class for this particular div. Now I'm going to remove this. Okay, so I'll call this class wrapper. Then now I'll call this wrapper here. So this wrapper, I'll give it a height auto. Okay, and then a padding of 2%. Okay, this is it. And then now inside this the background, inside this div, okay, I'm now going to now write another div, and then now this div, I'll call it login box. You understand? All right, so inside this login box, I'll give it a card. This is a Bootstrap class, so I'll give it a card, and I'll call this login box here. Okay, so inside this login box, now it's going to be you're going to give it a height auto, then padding 2%. Okay, now this is it. All right, so now you're going to declare our form here. All right, and then now inside this form, let me show you what we are doing here right now. So what we are doing, you'll see it very well in the next few minutes. So this wrapper, we are not done with the wrapper. We're going to give it a background position center, in the background repeat, no repeats, in the background size, we'll make it cover. Okay, then now you now give it let's give it a height of 500 pixel. We might change it though. All right, so this one, this, and then now it's here. All right, so I want this to come. Let me give this importance because the image is not appearing. All right, so now let's come to the login box. Okay, so the login box, we will give it a maximum width of 700 pixel. And then now you give it margin auto. Okay, now we save it. Now let's look at it. So now this is it. This is the maximum width, that is 700 pixel. This is it right now. You understand? All right, so now the wrapper, okay, you're going to give it a padding top, which is 2%. Now let's see how it goes. All right, so now you see the changes coming as we design. All right, so let's start declaring our form, the Bootstrap file. So div form group, okay, then now you have label, which is enter email, or let's go with by this. So I'm going to make sure I put everything in a div, okay, in a core columns. So now say div row and div dot call md 12, okay, then it will be here. So now the input will also come here. So inside the input, now I'll give you the input a class. So inside the class, I'll give it form control. Form control large, okay. So the form control large will open the text box. Now let's save it and look at it. So now look at it. You can see right here, it's working fine. I don't understand why. Let's see. Let me give it the height here. Oh, okay. All right. So I made a mistake here, okay. I made a mistake here. Here I removed this. The quotation mark was not there. Okay, so the image was not coming. Now when I put in the quotation mark and I save, you can see the image coming. You can see it very clear. Now this is it. Now I want to push this box, I want to push it small to come here. Okay, so by doing that, I'll just increase the padding to 4%. Now let's see. You can see now it's pushing. Okay, that's it. So now we are good to go. All right, so here we might change it to auto. The auto means the more the background is scrolling down, it will automatically give it auto height. I hope you understand. Yeah, so we might change it. So let's design the form first. The form is the most important thing to us. All right, so now we will come here and then now we will duplicate this. Okay, the 12 to this, and now here we say enter password. I hope you understand. All right, so now you give it a placeholder. I didn't give it a placeholder, so the placeholder is like a label in the text field. So it will be enter email address. Okay, and now here you give it a placeholder, enter password. Then now you remove the value. And now let's see. So you can see here, this is very nice, you understand. So now we are not done. You make sure we give it a break. Okay, so make sure we give it a break so that the white space will come a little bit down small. Now you can see it here. So the email, the password, like that. All right, so let's left with one more thing. So now this is the row. So the row ends here. So now we are going to now declare the button, the login button. So the login button will be now here. We will give it a line. So if you can see, I'm using Bootstrap to design everything. So center, okay. Then now you add a button. You understand? All right. So the button will be, we will give it a class. So the class will be BTN primary or BTN danger. So this is it. So you can see, let's write something in the button. So the button will be login, okay, or sign in. Now let's look at it. So you can see it here, very clear, it's nice. All right, so we'll give it a break. This is it, okay. Now BTN large. All right, so now you can see the button here looking nice. So now we're going to add forget password and all that. So we're going to write paragraph, okay. So inside the paragraph we'll give it don't have account, then we'll give it a link, so register here, okay. So now let's see, this is it right now. I'll use CSS to style this small. All right, so and then we will now add a forget password to as well. Forget password. Reset. Reset password. This is it right now. You can see very clear. So this is looking very nice. All right. So I have to make sure the div, okay, this div doesn't come. We have to make sure the background also collapse down there. So you have to go to the CSS. And now I'll give it the padding button 2%. Now let's see. All right. Oh, let me come here and then now this is a div. Okay, this is a div. So now this one. So I'll give it a break here. So now let's see how it goes. So we'll keep designing this till we make it fit. Okay. Now there's a card. All right, there's a card. All right, so now we are done with the button. Okay, I think the background. So what I said is coming through right now. So what you have to do is here you have to give it auto. Okay, auto. So if you give it auto, this is it. This will automatically leave the background there, and then now we can now get the box itself. Okay, so we can reduce the box size here. We can reduce it and make it like 500, and look at how it looks like. So you can see this is looking very beautiful. So now we have the box here. Now we need to style this. We need to style this, okay, and make them look nice. All right, so by doing that, we'll just call this login box class. So the login box class and then label, you understand? So now you give it the font size of 16 pixel and then text align left. So I don't know if this is working. Let me reduce the font size and then see if it's working. All right, so it's working. So 16 or 18, we make it 18. And now this is it. You can see refresh. Yeah, all right. So I'm sorry for the interruption. So now this is the box. So now, so the input fields are now working. Okay, and this box I have to remove one BR to make sure. Yeah, all right. Okay, so we are not done. Okay, we are done, but we are not done. I want to now bring a title here at the top here. Okay, so the title will be like login here, you understand? Then we'll put the logo there, up there. All right, so to do that, we will just come here and then we will bring that here. So div and then login header. Okay, so the login header, you will give it a line. You will give it a line. Okay, and then now you give it center. You will give the align, you will give it an image. So now the image will be, I'm going to grab a logo somewhere and then we will put in that logo. All right, so the logo will be all right, so the logo. All right, so I'm going to grab this logo. So I'll put the logo here. Okay, this is the logo.png. So now you go back to the code and then now logo.png, you understand? Then there also be logo. Okay, so it's under the logo. Now we will give it a paragraph, or we will give it each one. So these are the each one. Login below. So login below, you understand? All right, so now I'm going to target this login header. Okay, login header class. So I'll just bring it here and then now I'll call it login header. Okay, then I'll target the image. So the image will be, now the width will be 80 pixel and then the height will be 02. Okay, so now let's save it and look at how it's looking like. So this is it. This is what we are looking for, you understand? And then now we are going to style this too. Okay, so this one I'm going to change it to a paragraph instead of login below to get started. Okay, all right, so this will be, then I'll call it paragraph. Okay, so text align center, and then now we give it font size 18 pixel, and then now we'll give it font family you get font family of monospace. Okay, now let's look at what's happening. This is the font family. It's not looking nice, so we'll just change it to Arial black. All right, and now here I'll give it break to break down. So this is the whole work. Okay, then now I'll give it the last thing of HR to make sure I put underline there. So now that's it. This is what we're looking for. So you can see now we've designed a clean login button so that people, they can actually log in here. We need to change one more thing here. So the input type, okay, here we need to use an email. Okay, then here you make it password. We are doing that because it's login. So when you try to type the email, then the password will be like a password. Okay, so this, to make this happen, you have to change the type to password like that. That's it. All right, so this is the end of the project. So this is the login. Okay, so we are actually going to duplicate this, okay, and then use it to design a registration button, okay, a registration form. So to design the registration form, if you are using Atom, okay, you come here and then you right click here, then you duplicate, okay, so you make it register.html. So now you're going to put this register.html here. You're going to put the register here, then .html. I hope you understand. All right, so now you come to this register, and then now I'm going to stop the server here, then I'll start the server in the registration file. So now start the server. So this will open the registration. All right, so now we are running on the registration now. So in the registration, you simply say register below to get started. Okay, and then now instead of here to be email, I'll just duplicate this. Then you make it enter full name. Okay, enter full name, the email, and then the password, and maybe we add confirm password. You get me? All right, so confirm password. So now you can see it here. Let's click here, and then now you see. So this is a registration button. You can see the name. Let's bring the BR here to make sure everything's working fine. Alright, so this is it. So you can see the registration button. So now you can type your name, then now the email will come here, then now the password will be here, and the password down. Now we change this button to sign up instead of sign in. So sign up. You can see. All right, so this is the end of the project, and here instead of don't have accounts, you make it already have accounts, login. So now you put the index.html here. Okay, so now this is when I click here, this will take me here. When I click here, this will bring me here, like that. So this is the end of the project. So now we've been able to use Bootstrap to design a login system and then a registration button. Okay, so now in the next project, okay, in the next tutorial, I'll try and then I'll make the functionality works where you can type the email and the password so that you can sign in actually. You understand? You can come here and then register the form, and then the form will be registered. Okay, and then save it to the database. This is what the next project I'm going to do. So thank you for watching this video, and then make sure you subscribe and then you comment. Make sure you share the video to anyone who is willing to learn the basics of web development. Thank you very much.